How's it going, guys? I am the Texas Man. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't, and you hit that bell notification button to get notified of any and all upcoming videos coming out. So this is going to be the first of 3 videos that I'm planning on doing. So what I'm going to do in this video, and then in the next 2 that I'm planning on doing, is I'm going to go over all of the MCU movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. All of Phase 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be for Phase 1, and then I'm going to do a separate video for Phase 2 and a separate video for Phase 3. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for those videos upcoming very soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my personal scores and then talk about each film of why I'm giving it that score really briefly. For this video and the next 2 for Phase 2 and for Phase 3, I'd like to know what you guys think of all the MCU movies, what you grade them on, what did you like about them, what did you dislike about them, and just get a discussion going on in the comment section for this video, for Phase 2, and for Phase 3. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grading them on a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being horrible and 10 being amazing, the best thing ever. So with that said, we're going to get right into Phase 1. So for Phase 1, we're going to start off with, of course, Iron Man, the MCU movie that started off the phenomenon that we've all grown up and know about and we all love. With Iron Man, I'm going to give it an 8. It wasn't a horrible movie, but every time I've seen it, there's always just something missing. I just feel like, I don't know, there's something missing. It's like there's not enough action, or the jokes just are crude and I just didn't like them. I mean, they had amazing actors and actresses, don't get me wrong. I like, Tony Stark, finding his way out of the cave, becoming Iron Man and all that stuff. The first half of the film I kind of enjoyed, and then the second half kind of went on the downside where Iron Man's like, oh no, I'm going to make it where I don't have my weapons anymore. And I'm like, okay, really? And then they had the big climactic battle at the end, and I felt like that was just dragged out forever. And I'm like, really, an Iron Man suit versus a giant Iron Man suit? I'm like, not original. I would have liked to see a better villain. And I'm going to tell you off the bat, I'm Team Captain America all the way. I love Captain America. Iron Man, I enjoyed for what it was worth, and that's that. Next, we have the Incredible Hulk, and I'm going to give that a 4. And you're probably wondering, wow, already under the average? Yes. The Incredible Hulk gets a 4 from me for a couple of reasons. First thing, the actor that plays the Hulk in the Incredible Hulk film is not used for the rest of the MCU films. Mark Ruffalo does not appear in the Incredible Hulk. Also, number 2, half of the film has no action. It's drama, drama, drama. About Bruce Banner hiding out in some shanty town, trying to stay away from the military and not get enraged. Then the second half picks up when we get the military is hunting him down. Abomination finally shows up, which I really would like to see return because he's not dead. He's just in some sort of S.H.I.E.L.D. prison somewhere. So I hope to bring back Abomination because he's not dead. But it's like the MCU, along with a lot of people, have forgotten that the Incredible Hulk is part of the MCU, and that's kind of a sad thing. Number 3, except for the Colonel or General in this film for the Incredible Hulk, none of the cast in the Incredible Hulk film has ever been seen again in the MCU. Not Easter eggs, nothing. So it kind of doesn't exist in the MCU, but it kind of does at the same time. It's just really weird. I did like the final battle between Hulk and Abomination a lot more. At least with Abomination, I felt like he was unique as a villain, and he didn't die. That's an MCU villain that is not dead, and that the MCU has completely forgotten that exists. Everyone complains that in every MCU film, except for Loki, all the villains die. And I'm like, do you not remember the Incredible Hulk with Abomination? He's not dead. He just got his ass kicked. Moving on to Iron Man 2. I'm going to give that a 7. It felt like Iron Man 2 struggled at coming up with a unique plot. We got introduced to War Machine. That was a good thing. Then they had to introduce the beginning of the MCU branching out with Black Widow, Nick Fury going to say hi to waking up Captain America from cryosleep, and then setting up stuff for the first Thor movie, where Agent Coulson goes there. And I'm like, wow. So the first half of the movie, really nothing happens. We get a boring villain, Whiplash. Really? Why is it so hard for them to come up with unique Iron Man villains? Is Iron Man really that powerful? No. Yeah, it felt like a big setup piece for the other films that were coming after Iron Man 2. And then we got another bunch of drones and Iron Man suits trying to kill Iron Man again. I'm just like... And even Whiplash doesn't do anything really special. I mean, the fight track on the racing track scene, that was okay, but I'm just like... All you're going to do is hit him with an electrical whiplash? Like, really? That's your way to kill Tony Stark? Boring, stupid, and ridiculous is all I have to say for that. Next, Thor, the first Thor. I'm going to give that a 7. The story for this one was decent. I enjoyed seeing Asgard for the first time. I went and saw Thor opening day. Not opening night, opening day with some friends. I remember seeing this. I had actually gotten a sunburn because I was playing Frisbee for 5 hours and I didn't put sunblock on. And I went and saw this, and oh gosh, I was in pain. But I saw Thor, back to Thor. I saw Thor, and I was like, seeing Asgard for the first time, the big reveal of seeing Asgard for the first time was just mind-blowing to see on the big screen. Obviously, it's CGI, but still, it was 2010, 2011, I think. I think it's 2010. When Thor came out, I'm just like, I'm seeing Asgard on the big screen. I'm like, that is amazing CGI work. That is beautiful, amazing. So they had amazing CGI, amazing actors and actresses, with Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman. But the story was just boring and dull. And of course, Tom Hiddleston playing Loki. They did a good job on the acting and the actresses. It's just the plot and the material that they were given was... It just... I don't know. I didn't care about protecting some town in the desert. And really, S.H.I.E.L.D. is a real jerk in this film, to be honest. Like, hello, we're trying to work together. No, we're going to take all your gear away. Like, so you're going to make it so the person that knows what they're doing not have the tools so they can help protect the planet. S.H.I.E.L.D., you're idiots. It's no wonder you fell apart. and got taken out from the inside. Next, Captain America. Now, funny thing is that I had no interest to see Captain America, the first Avenger. None. Now, like I said earlier, I'm a Captain America fan. I wasn't always. I had seen the original Captain America film, and I'm just like, really? It's a guy in spandex. He has a shield made of some special metal. I didn't know it was vibranium at the time. I didn't care. It was special metal. And he tosses it around like a Frisbee, and it's bulletproof. I'm just like, really? I don't want to see a 2-hour movie or whatever of this dude going around throwing a Frisbee at Nazis and taking out the Red Skull Hydra Legion. I'm like, the original Captain America film did not make me happy. And I'm like, I don't know if I really care that Chris Evans, a.k.a. the Torch, the Human Torch from the first Fantastic Four movies, is going to make me change my mind. I'm like, I don't care who is Captain America. I'm not going to like it. And I told my mom when I saw the trailer, I don't want to see it. She's like, come with me. I'll buy the ticket. I'll buy your popcorn and drink. Just watch it with me. It's mom and son time. So I did. Oh my gosh, I was blown away. I came out of the theater. My mom was like, so do you still hate Captain America? I'm like, I actually like Captain America more now than Iron Man. I like the fact that my mom was like, so it was a good movie. I'm like, It was amazing. It was amazing. So I really like Captain America. The reason I'm not giving it higher than a 9 is there was certain things that I knew were like left for future films, like Bucky falling off the train. I'm like, if you don't actually see the character's body dead, then the character isn't dead. That's just Hollywood 101. You can shoot somebody, but unless you see them actually, like, slowly close their eyes or, take their last breath or whatnot, they can still be alive. They can get shot and they get surgery or whatever and they get revived. Same thing with Bucky. And then another thing, I just like what they did with Red Skull and Dr. Zemo, I believe. I'm just like, kind of weak. I felt like the villain was weak. Had a strong army, strong purpose, but I felt like the villain could have been a lot. Could have come up with maybe a stronger villain. That's all. And then for the last film in Phase 1, of course, is the first Avengers film. And I'm going to give it a 9 as well as Captain America First Avenger. So I'm going to give Avengers a 9. I liked watching this movie for the first time, Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye. I think I've got everybody. Captain America, I think. Yeah, Captain America. I think I said him. I'm confused. Anyway, Nick Fury, Mark Hamill, Agent Coulson, everyone, Loki. Having all those characters in one film was amazing. I will say, now that I've seen the film, so many times, the first half is kind of a slow drag and a boring drama setup to get to the actual action. And then there's like 30 to 45 minutes of actual action. And like the film could have gotten shortened down because there's so much stuff in the first half of the film that's just boring and unnecessary. And it drags it down. And now that when you watch it, you're like, yeah, it's a spectacle back in 2012. The CGI kind of hasn't aged all that well. Like, I literally just watched it recently. I'm watching all the MCU movies in order before Avengers Endgame comes out. And I watched it about a month ago, and I was just like, the CGI has definitely aged. This is just, you could tell it's 2012 CGI. It has not aged well. So, yeah, I'm giving it a 9. And also, the fact that when the first time I saw it, I'm like, really? Loki? They're going to make Loki the villain for this movie? No, you couldn't come up with something more original? So, yeah, that's my biggest problem, is the villains in the MCU, along with everybody else's. But I'm just like, really? Loki? Like, I thought he was dead. I'm like, okay, I guess he floated in space, met Thanos, and like, hey, go take over Earth with an Infinity Stone staff. I swear, Thanos was stupid back in 2012. They should have come up with someone else, or at least have someone alongside of Loki. That would have made it better. So that's going to do it for me, guys. This has been my MCU scoring and real quick brief review for all of Phase 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out Phase 2 and Phase 3 when they come out on my channel. You guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.